Hello and welcome to Miniature Adventures. I'm Big Lee, and today I want to show off my latest purchase, some Metcalfe builder sheets. So a few weeks ago I did a video showing off some textured card sheets of cobbles that I'd bought online. These were about, if I recall, under £2 a sheet basically, and I thought that was pretty cheap. And I really like them. They're slightly textured, they're nice and hard card, really versatile, good for cutting up, and they look really nice. But while I was out, I went to Clacton a few weeks ago, got some family up there, ain't been there for ages, bit of a faded town, but that's another subject. But there's a really good craft shop in Clacton, and I always pop in and visit. And I decided I was going to do so again, and I'm glad I did, because I found these Metcalfe builder sheets. Now Metcalfe do a range of card buildings of one type or another. They're really complicated looking. I mean, there was a castle, sections of wall, all sorts of railway buildings, because this is primarily designed for railway layout enthusiasts, people who are going to be building railway terrain, and they want good quality cardstock buildings for putting on the table, and they also do these sheets which you can then cut up and use how you see fit. And I was so chuffed of them, I decided that I bought a few packs, and I wanted to show you off what I've bought and show you the contents. So the main thing is I bought two of these. Now these are semi-cut stonework style builder sheets. You get 4 thick sheets, 4 thin sheets, and a sheet of roof tiles, and they come in 00HO scale, so perhaps a tad big for 15mm, but certainly good enough to get away with. I've got no problem using these with my 15mm figures. I still think they're going to look really good. £5.80 for that many sheets works out really cheap, especially when, if you're buying them in a shop, you're not having to pay for postage and packaging. So let's have a quick look inside. Now, say I bought 2 packs of these because I can see these being very versatile, and they're nice and dark. I quite like this style, dark tiles, plenty of shade in different colours, and you can get a really good view of those sheets there. There's some dressed stonework around the edges which maybe you can use to represent pavements and so on, but very nice. And like I say, you get 8 sheets in total in this pack, 4 thick, 4 thin, and a set of roof tiles. Now again, these would look really nice on some of those cheap MDF buildings that I've bought. Just a really good way of adding just a little bit more detail to some of those cheaper buildings, so I can definitely find a use for these. And as I say, I bought 2 packs of these stonework because I just think they look really nice, and I think I can find a lot of use for them. And the thing is it's so cheap, I can cut these up for particular games, and if I don't use the layout that I've cut, it's not the end of the world because it's so cheap. And the other set that I bought, again, cobblestones. It specifically says cobblestones, although I thought these didn't look less cobblestoney than the other pack. But again, 00HO scale, £6 for this pack, and you get 8 sheets in this one. Slightly lighter stonework. Like I say, the stones look a little bit more uniform to me, so not quite as cobblestoney as the other pack, but nonetheless I thought, well, I'm going to buy these just in case I can use them. And they've got some road sections there. Now these are a bit wide for my liking. These would probably be fine for 28mm. You could just cut these out and use them as they are. I think they would be a bit too wide for my 15mm games, but nonetheless I could use that sheet, plop it down and put the buildings on top. So again, several sections. You've got four sheets where you've got a whole page of the cobbles, and 4 sheets where you've got these sort of like road sections. But the thing is that these come with sort of dressed stones around the edge, so I can find a use for those. Really like these. But as well as these 00HO scale ones, I also bought some N scale sheets, so we'll have a look at those next. So this is the N scale pack. Again, it says cut stonework style builder sheets. You get 4 thick sheets, 4 thin sheets, and 1 sheet of roof tiles. N scale, so really good analogue for 6mm. But to be honest, at this sort of size, you're not looking at equipment. This is just stonework. I think that either of these packs would work well with 15mm figures. Certainly these would work okay with any 6mm stuff that you've got. £5.80 for a pack. Again, really cheap. So inside you have one sheet of roof tiles, so you've got two sections there, which obviously you can cut to the size you need. These would go really nice on some of those cheap MDF buildings. And as I say, I although this is a good analogue for 6mm, I think I could find a really good use for these at 15mm. I think that no one's going to really notice the difference. And then you get some very light stonework in this particular pack. So there you have 8 sheets of lighter stonework, slightly smaller stones, so could represent cobbles, cobbled streets. Again, cheap enough that they're very, very versatile, and I'd certainly recommend getting these. Now the thing is that I have had a very quick look online. You can get this stuff online, but then of course you've got postage and packaging on top, and the cheapest version packs that I could see online were slightly dearer than the shop that I went to. So I didn't have to pay postage and packaging. I got them slightly cheaper by buying them through the shop rather than online, so I'm really chuffed. That was my little weekend holiday treat. The wife bought herself a load more cookbooks. I got myself some builder sheets, and you know what, I'm really happy with these.